in Orlando, Florida. Time starts once they hit the door. Team 2 with the door force. Team 1 ready to jump in. St. Johns County always a player. See Team 2 in the background there working on utilities, doing their 360, softening the structure. And Team 1 pushing their way through. So for those of you who are just tuning in or unfamiliar with what you're watching right now, this is the Florida RIT Operations Group RIT competition here in Orlando, Florida. You are now watching St. Johns County Fire Rescue Team A, giving it their shot on the course with 26 teams today. They're competing for 5 slots that will get them access to compete tomorrow in the finals for bragging rights, a bunch of really cool prizes. There's some really good sponsors out here putting this on, to include the Florida RIT Operations Group, and St. Johns County is just cruising right now through the rafter prop. And into the tunnel where they are going to have to take off their SCBAs to be able to reduce their profile to that 16 inches. They're given points, and points are deducted also. So they're given points for accomplishing tasks, getting to props. They're deducted points for doing things like not sounding after a set of obstacles, not communicating those obstacles with command. All of those things factor into their score, that and the time that they're on the course. So there's style points, there's time points as this team works its way. Not a lot of communication, they're just getting to work and doing what they're doing. So the victim, as you can see, is located over here. Team 2 is still staged at the window. Team 2 cannot deploy into the course until requested to do so by command. Again, that would be freelancing in the real world. So the Frog Group does a really good job at making this like the most realistic training that they could possibly make it. So the first part of the obstacle is removing the pack, and until they get their packs back on, the obstacle is not complete. So there they are, back together, making really good time, finding the victim. And now they'll begin packaging. They've got some criteria that they need to meet as far as assessment of that victim. Number 1, making sure it's the victim that they're looking for. Hot filling. Making sure the mask is intact and that they're not entangled. So now that they've located the victim, Team 2 is going to be entering the course. Approval from command. So you see two groups working for a common cause right now on the course. Team 2 needs to be the team to evacuate the victim out of the structure. So Team 1's pretty gassed already. They spent that entire time getting through those obstacles. So they've done 50% of the labor, plus they're packaging the victim right now. Their goal is going to be getting out, and Team 2's goal is a fresh crew coming in is going to be to remove that victim from the scene. Now it's a waiting game for Team 1. Looks like St. Johns County's plan is to stage a firefighter in the rickrack. St. Johns County going with the victim first mentality. I think a lot of it depends on doing an air check once you get to that particular point on the course. How much air does Team 1 have? Can they afford to wait for potential delays in getting this victim out? Of course, if you can get the victim out faster, then it's a non-issue. Obviously, a skilled team coming through the course here. But where it does become an issue is if Team 2 cannot successfully move the victim quickly, Team 1 becomes victims. Looks like some minor issues right now with getting that victim through the transition. See our instructors carefully watching. The props are designed to not be used as a ladder, which they'll give a couple of warnings and then penalties will be assessed if they continue to do it. So this is obstacle 1. You can see that Team 2 is just trying to hopefully skip breathe, conserve some air as they're waiting. But having Team 2 here now working their way backwards with the victim, they passed obstacle 1, and really obstacle 2, which has been the more challenging obstacle today on the course, is getting through that wall breach. Now the problem becomes if you can't get through the wall breach effectively or quickly. Like I said, your Team 1 is just at the mercy of the ability of 2. But it just goes to show how tightly knit a lot of our operations are. And that phrase that if we succeed, we succeed together, and if we fail, well, we fail together. There is a 15-minute time limit on the course. I have no idea where they're at this point. I know I'm 10 and a half minutes into the video. This particular maneuver with an unresponsive victim is 50% finesse and 50% brute force. And looks like they made it through, utilizing that 50-50 method. So can they wrap it up and get the team out clean? Moving to the Denver style prop. It's a successful extrication of the victim, and boom, boom, and boom, they will be out of the building. And time stops when they are all clear. Well done, St. Johns County. Good crowd participation. These guys work their butts off too, just like every team that's out here on the course, just working their butts off. But even a team like this that has done it before, I do believe, this team, they still will have some talking points with the judges as they go through the course and kind of clean up some of the things that they could have done better. I'm a firm believer in this profession. Like, we're never done learning. So good job, St. Johns County Fire. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the next group as we get the course put back together.